this is Faith with a Faith That Loves. And today we're going to talk about a faith that loves red tickets. See, I was a little girl in fourth grade in Modesto, California. And I was laying in bed one night and I was listening to my parents fight. And it really scared me. And I was really feeling very anxious and nervous. And um, more than anything, I just had this feeling of hopelessness, not knowing if this was ever going to get better, if things would ever change, if I would always feel this way. And I got out of bed and I looked outside the window and looked at all the beautiful stars and thought to myself, I really wonder if there's a God. I wonder, does he know what I'm going through? Does he know that I feel this way? See, I had prayed and asked Jesus into my heart when I was 5 or 6 years old, and I remember doing that and remember believing that there was a God, but I was just really questioning whether or not God was really there. And at that point, I remember thinking, okay, God, if you're there, I need some proof that you're there. I need to really know for sure that you're there. And so I prayed and I asked him for a couple of specific things. And I said, Lord, if you're there, I really would like an awards at our awards assembly, at our next awards assembly. And I did that really for a selfish reason, just because I really wanted an award. And I thought, well, if God's going to show me that he's real, I might as well get something out of this deal. And so, and I'd been going to this school since I was in second grade, and I had never received an award at the monthly awards assembly. So I thought that would be a wonderful thing to happen. So if you're real, God, and you are God, then you can give me an award. You can make sure I get an award at the award assembly. But I didn't stop there. I said, okay, God, I also want some red tickets on my award. And see, here's the interesting thing. In my school, no one had ever gotten red tickets on their awards before. No one. Not on their monthly awards. And see, the teachers used the red tickets. They would hand these out to kids that were being just good during the day in school. If you let the person behind you go first to get a drink, they would tear off a couple of red tickets and give it to you. If you were quiet when you were supposed to be and everybody else might have been talking, they would give you some. So they just gave them randomly out to kids who were doing good things. And then at the end of the month, you could take those red tickets and go to the little store that they had, and you can turn them in for prizes. And so, I'd gotten a few red tickets, and I really enjoyed going to the store and picking out my prizes and doing that. But one, I'd never gotten an award, and two, no one's ever gotten an award with red tickets on it. So that would really be special. So, when I prayed, I just asked God, okay, God, if you're really real, then you can give me an award with red tickets on it. And I went back to bed and just kind of laid there and got up and did my thing the next morning and really had put that out of my mind and kind of forgotten about it. And the days went on and really didn't think much about it. And then our next award assembly came. And I remember, even at that point, still not remembering really that I had prayed that. But I remember waiting and being very anxious when our teacher got up there. Every month we went to an awards assembly, and I was anxious every month, hoping my name would finally be called. And so sure enough, our teacher went up and he called my name. And I was so excited. And still to this point, I didn't remember that I had prayed that. And I walked up and was so excited that I was finally getting an award. I was finally being recognized. And then I looked down. He handed me my certificate. And I looked down, and right on there was some red tickets. And it was that moment that I recognized I prayed for that. God was showing himself to me. God was saying to me that he was there, that he heard me, that he sees me, that he knows me. I was pretty excited to get that award. But more than that, I was pretty excited to see how God loves me so much that he would take the time to make himself known to this little fourth grader. Now when I see red tickets, I always get a smile on my face. It makes me think about how God loves me so much, that he sees everything that I'm going through, that he knows every thought, every feeling that I'm having, that he cares about everything that's going on in my life, whether it's big or small. He just loves me. It makes me smile. I'm wondering, have you ever experienced God that way? Do you know that God loves you so much that he wants to make himself real to you? Do you have a red ticket story? How's God making himself known to you? Would you drop me a line and share with me how God has made himself known to you at faith@danpaxton.com? Or maybe you've never even prayed and asked Jesus into your heart and God just seems so distant to you. Maybe you have prayed and asked Jesus into your heart and he still seems so distant to you. You could drop me a line too at faith@danpaxton.com. And I'd love to talk to you about the ways that God shows that he loves us and that he's constantly doing things to show us his love for us. He sent his own son to die for us. He's not just going to watch us from afar and kick back and say, well, I did my job now. I'm just going to watch and see what you do. But he's intimately connected with us. He wants us to know him the way he knows us, very personally and very deeply. I'd love to pray with you. I'd love to talk to you about your experiences with God. So drop me a line and let me know. What's your red ticket story? How's God revealed himself to you? This is Faith at a Faith that loves red tickets. Have a good day.